to the
We got our buddy here.
We did 2 operations.
These are some sick people.
Time.
I was listening to this.
One was a human trafficking operation that resulted
These are some
in
sick mother MFs.
And you covered that in the media. The other that was the sexual predator operation that resulted in 6 arrests.
That's it?
These 6 people here. I want you to get a good look at these folks.
Where they go? Hold on,
these
hold on.
are people that thought they were going to come have sex.
Oh no, where to go? No, hold on, sorry. Wait, we'll return, hold on. I was trying to enlarge the screen. Rockstar, come on, Rockstar, I don't got time for your shit. Hold on, I'm making it full screen too.
These are people that...
Here we go.
One was a human trafficking operation that resulted in 219 arrests, and you covered that in the media.
Right now we can see the sick people.
That was the sexual predator operation that resulted in 6 arrests. These 6
Fulton County,
here.
Florida.
I want you to get a good look at these folks, because these are people that thought they were going to come have sex with children.
Sick.
They came to a strange undercover location.
A strange undercover location? How strange was the location? Was it in a jungle?
They're dangerous.
I'm curious to know where this strange place is.
Outstanding work of the men and women of law enforcement. They absolutely would have attacked children.
Sad.
In an undercover operation.
Up to their migrants too.
We were joined by our colleagues because no one agency can do this by themselves as successfully as we can working together. The Orange County Sheriff's Office, the Lakeland Police Department, the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office,
Lake County even? Damn.
Department, and the Lake County Sheriff's Office joined us in this operation.
I wonder if they're talking about Lake County, Illinois.
We took some very, very bad people off the street. So I want to introduce you to them. I want you to see what a pedophile looks like.
Here they
I
come.
want you to see what someone looks like and some of the words that they say whenever they're caught.
Yep, all immigrants.
They're going to have sex.
They look like they're all immigrants, uh-huh. Yep, these are the people we're letting in our country.
He's 26. He's from Apopka.
He's 26.
He's employed by the Discover Aftercare.
What?
You see, this is a program that is on the Orange County School District's property.
What?
To be specific, the Clay Springs Elementary School, where aftercare is provided to children. He worked in that program.
What?
With children.
No way.
And now he shows up at an undercover operation to have sex with a very young teenage girl. He thought he was going to meet this 15-year-old as a result of a bad stepmom operation. That's right. He was going to pay stepmom to have sex
what?
with a 15-year-old.
What?
I'd like to underscore that this program
that's a bad stepmom
that he worked for is a contractor or a vendor, not a school employees, but a contracted service.
Oh, so it was an outside service of the school is what he's saying.
So he thought he was going to meet this 15-year-old little girl.
Shut up.
Arranged it. He was going to pay for it. He said that, I'm interested, but is she the only girl you have? Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? He wanted to know if this was the
just
only
because he's
girl
dark-skinned
that
don't
they
mean
had.
that ain't a migrant. I just saw a guy who made another video. He's like, you gotta be, he was walking around Chicago about the Venezuelans. He's like, I don't know if that's a whole New York, that's a Venezuelan. They look so much alike us. And then you got the light ones and the dark ones. It's on my other media, I'll share it.
He traveled to this location. He was also charged with human trafficking as well. Oh, he was wearing a DARE t-shirt. For those of you who are not familiar, DARE is a program that's taught to teach children
how
to
DARE. I thought he said bear.
Resist drugs. He was wearing that t-shirt. He's currently in our jail.
Good.
He said my life's over.
Good.
Kinda. We plan to send you to prison for a very, very long time.
Yeah,
What
but
you did was
Joe
a
Biden might let him out, so it might not be that long.
Of our detectives, and I brag on them.
Joe Biden needs those living votes.
That night, it wasn't a real child that he was able to groom and convince that it's all right to come over, or it wasn't a real stepmom that was offering up her stepdaughter for sex. He didn't know, but he does now.
He does now. This guy.
Euro Muniz. He's from Kissimmee. He's 40. He was a laborer for Brand Safeway Scaffolding.
I want to know if he's an immigrant or a U.S. citizen. Why doesn't you tell me that? Can you tell me if he's a U.S. citizen?
He thought he was meeting a
bad work, Fulton County. I want to know if he's a citizen.
He said he wanted to teach her how to have sex, but he used much more graphic terms than that. Well, if I can do that, you just bleep it out and tell everyone. Some of y'all may cover up some of these faces. Good. Shame on you if you could ask, what would you do if a man was wanting to do this to your daughter?
Yeah, kill him.
Ask that question because during the interview with him, he had 4 daughters between 9 and 10.
No way! 4 daughters. Oh my God.
If a grown man, 40 years of age,
40 years.
to have sex with your daughters like you wanted to have sex.
Sounds like someone I know, not me.
He said, well, if they tried this with my daughters, he said,
well, no, that's actually
well, that's
20 years.
But we can prosecute you and send you to prison for a very long time. But while he would take the ultimate violent act and get someone wanting to hurt his daughter, he was doing the same thing to someone else's daughter.
Sicko.
By the way, his daughters are being screened as well. Posted bond. When he traveled, he was also charged with attempted rude battery. Hear that?
What? He sends photos of his little man.
The little man didn't have any clothes on.
Oh man, really?
It was nasty.
It is nasty.
Nasty.
These are some nasty people.
But yet, it's okay for him to do that to somebody else's child. Once again, he's locked up. He confessed. He's lost his job.
I would hope so.
Best in prison.
Smoked.
And then there's Trevor Waller.
I'm surprised. Hey, 23-and-1 guy, if you ever watch this, I'm surprised you don't show him more on your episodes. Or follow, hey, 21 lockdown or whatever. If you see this video,
with a 15-year-old girl.
I want to see you go after these people on their court cams. What is that show called? Lock Up 23-and-1. That's the YouTube channel. I'd like to see him do that.
Our undercovers.
I'd like to see him live zoom these people's court cases.
And you might ask why. Some after building it. Most enjoy the pursuit and the grooming as much as they do the sexual encounter. That's what we find a lot with pedophiles. It's the pursuit. He wants so far as to say, well, it cost me to spend all night with 15-year-old girl. All right.
Oh, what happened there?
To
broken down truck.
Not travel. Okay, he's already in trouble for what he said on the computer. But here's his moment. He said, now listen.
He's already in trouble for what he said.
I don't want to get caught up in any of this Grady Judge Sting business. And I don't want to see Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen.
He got to see both.
Oh, he got to see Chris Hansen too?
Grady Judge Sting and Chris Hansen was there.
Oh, wow.
So He's not only on local television, he's going to be on a program.
Oh, Chris
about
Hansen
how
is
he's a
back.
pedophile. And he's dangerous. And after we caught him, and he figured out it was a Grady Judd sting, and Chris Hansen was there to talk to him.
Chris Hansen was there. I want to see
He said,
that.
well,
Chris
I made
Hansen
the
is back.
decision to come here.
When is Chris Hansen
I'm
going to
just
go
stupid.
after Joe Biden? That's what I want to know.
Stupid is being nice. You're an absolute moron. He also added that he wanted to have rough sex with this 15-year-old child.
Interesting.
He's in jail.
Sicko. Good. I would hope so.
15-year-old children in jail. And this is just a nasty, dangerous person.
I'll say.
That's right.
I don't think you put it any
Then
more
there's
simple than that.
Douglas De Silva of Windermere.
Oh, not this guy. We're going to talk about this guy.
I know it's hard for you to believe, but he's illegal.
Oh! We got one! Yes! We got one illegal! One
He
illegal!
also cleans houses.
See? That's one person right there that shouldn't have been in the country. And I bet you he was a Venezuelan prisoner, too.
Directly from Brazil here, so they had to hire him.
He's from a Brazil prison, maybe.
He traveled to have sex with what he thought was a 15-year-old female.
Immigrant.
He was going to pay $220
Sicko.
for that experience.
That's it?
Once again,
Oh,
he
wait.
talked to the stepmom. He wanted to have different kinds of sex. Now, we can't go into the details.
I thought I meant that he said $250
He
for his
said, hey,
band.
I'll up it from $220, stepmom, to $250,
With
an
them.
extra $30 if I can have unprotected sex
What?
with this 15-year-old child.
Oh my God.
He's also charged with human trafficking. He confessed.
He confessed
He's
at
been here 4
least.
years, and he's waiting on his green card. Well, just thinking out loud.
Waiting for his green card? They
I
need to send his
believe
ass back to Brazil.
This administration won't give you your green card since you're now on a federal ISO.
I don't know. I think
We'll
this
have to wait and
administration
see.
might.
He's in jail.
If he was in a sanctuary city, I know he would.
And then last but not least, well, we
Oh.
have two more actually, but
We got two
I'll
more.
tell you about our veteran. He's an Army veteran.
Okay.
He's currently a student. He
All
was
right,
in the
all
camp in
right.
the Army.
Alright.
And he's got his VA benefits, and he was learning
Cool.
to be a Harley-Davidson motorcycle mechanic.
Sounds good.
You know, it's been my experience that Harley riders are real men. They're not pedophiles.
Yeah, I would
They're
say.
not sex predators.
Yeah, that's true.
And they don't want anybody
I know
that's
some bikers.
a pedophile or a sex predator working on their Harley.
And they don't even want him around. I know one that would
But he wanted
probably
to have sex with a
screw up
14-year-old.
one of them in front of him.
And he made the statement. Okay, are you ready for this?
What's
he
his
made the
statement?
statement.
What's his statement? Tell us the
I don't know who
statement.
made him a great historian. If this were 200 years ago, our age difference wouldn't make any difference at all.
I
Well,
mean,
it's 200 years later.
right.
It makes a lot of difference.
It's 200 years later. This ain't 200 years ago, bro.
He's currently in jail.
That's what happens when you educate people the wrong way.
But here's the thing that amazed me. He just moved to Davenport from Kentucky. I got to welcome him to Polk County when we arrested him. And on the way, while he was traveling to have sex with a child, he called his 5-year-old girl and a 6-year-old boy up in Kentucky to wish them good night.
Oh, no.
So he's wishing them good night while he's on his way to have sex with a child. Look, folks, these folks all had a hitch in the giddy up. They're not good people. Now here's our last one. Ferris.
Bueller. I don't know.
He's
Decent.
married. He has a
Easy. I didn't hear the name.
He's an Uber driver.
Uber
He's
driver.
on public assistance, and he wanted to have sex with a 14-year-old.
I wonder if he's illegal too.
Now he told us he was on public assistance. That's how we know. So did you take some of that
He made y'all's
government
job
money
easy.
that we all paid taxes with to have sex with a female,
Sicko.
or was that extra money? He's Syrian born, he's naturalized, and he is legally in this country.
Oh, so wait, he's naturalized. That means they were born here
And at
as a
the end of
baby,
the
I
day,
think.
he made this prolific statement. Trust is like a glass. Once broken, it will never be the same again. What's that about? Well, he can trust us that he's locked up in jail and we won't break his glass because he can trust that we're always going to arrest when he does something like this. Now, he has a $26,000 bond, but he's out.
That's it.
So if he didn't use the public assistance money that he said he got that night to get there to have sex with a child, did he use some of that public assistance money to bond out of jail?
Interesting.
We don't know. But I find it interesting.
It
He
is
needs to be on
interesting.
public
I do too.
assistance, but he has money to bond out of jail for being a child predator.
How much did he say? 2006? What did he say? 26,000?
We will continue these operations.
Yeah, I want to know how much he said. How much did he
Money
say?
that we all paid taxes with.
How much was his bond
have
again?
sex with a female, put gas in the car,
Let's
or
open up. Hang on,
was
sorry.
that extra money?
I just want to hear what his
Syrian
bond
born,
is.
he's naturalized, and he is legally in this country.
You shouldn't be. That was a mistake.
And at the end of the day, he made this prolific statement. Trust is like a glass. Once broken, it will never be the same again. What's that about? Well, he can trust us that he's locked up in jail and we won't break his glass because he can trust that we're always going to arrest when he does something like this. Now, he has a $26,000 bond, but he's out.
26,000. That's it.
So if he didn't use the 20,
So that
if he didn't
means,
use
well,
the
I don't know how
public
Florida
assistance money
worked,
that
but
he said he got that night to get there to have sex.
so that
with
means
the
here you
child,
would only
he
have to
used
pay
some of that public
2,600.
assistance money to bond
I don't
out
know
of
how they
jail.
do it now. With
We don't know.
no bail, but
But I find it interesting. He needs
they
to be
give
on
him no
public
bail
assistance,
here.
but he has money to bond out of jail for being a child predator.
Interesting.
We will continue these operations. We're going to protect the children, not only of Polk County, of Florida.
I swear, man, this guy
around
loves
the
the
country,
camera. He
around
loves
the
being
world,
in the spotlight.
from these
I think he gets paid
kind
extra
of
for doing
deviant
this.
Actors.
Fulton County Sheriff, y'all.
That night, they would have all attacked children had it not been an undercover operation, and it had been a real child that they managed to groom online. Are there any questions?
I just have a question about the human trafficking charges that them were facing.
Yes.
What did they do that led to the human trafficking?
The ones that didn't get a human trafficking charge talked
That's
directly
a good
to
question.
the child, groomed the child.
Oh, they
The
told him what to
others
do.
offered to pay the stepmom to have sex. So that way, they were engaged in the human trafficking.
Yeah, that'd definitely be human trafficking. Sounds like human trafficking to me.
Anything else?
I have a question, Sheriff, just about the apps and the social media sites that you used. Were those popular, like everyday apps that people use?
That's a good question.
Certainly, we don't tell what sites we go on.
You're not going to get an answer for that question, though. Sorry.
Unlike child pornography, where people can go to the dark web and make it really difficult for us to figure out who the child pornographers are. To get to children, you got to surface into gaming apps, social media apps, and that's where we find them. Sometimes it's gaming apps. So you've got to be careful, even if you're letting your child on a gaming app online, that they're not being groomed. And if someone that you're playing or the child's playing a game with online wants to all of a sudden talk to them offline from the game, that's a clue. And anytime
Or they're
parents allow
talking about
children
like how they're
to use
gonna
social media
put
at
in a
all,
cheat
they've
code
got
or
to
like
monitor it
attack their
nonstop.
opponent on like, you know,
Because
like
these
if it
folks
was
are out
like,
here lurking around
I'm just
on
saying,
these social
that's
media
probably
apps
not what
and
they're
different
doing,
apps.
but I'm just saying that
Find
that
your
is a
child,
possibility.
and groom your child to have sex with your child.
Is the Chris Hansen production crew a part of this whole operation?
Oh, that's a
Chris
good question.
Hansen production crew was embedded in this operation.
Chris
And
Hansen's
so
back.
we offer that opportunity for all of you.
I can't
Many
wait
of
to
you
see
have
Chris
done it
Hansen's
in the past,
episode.
And you're welcome at any of our operations.
Have you ever been involved with them before?
Am I
in the
welcome?
Catch a
Can I
Predator
come?
Series?
No,
or-
not in
I
the
should ask him if
Catch
I'm
a Predator
welcome.
series. When they were doing the To Catch a Predator series, the processes and systems that they were using with other law enforcement agencies was not one that we would use in our operation. And the way
It was
it
too
works
old, in
with-
other words.
whether we embed you or Chris Hansen and his now To Catch a Predator series, whatever he calls it now,
Whatever he calls it.
is that he has no interaction with the suspects until after the criminal investigation is complete and they're waiting on transport to the jail. Then we allow him to talk.
That's
to them,
weird.
and we'd allow you to do the same thing.
Oh, really? What about me? Would they allow me to do the same thing?
Anything else?
I got a question. Can I do
Y'all be
it?
safe. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Man, he ignored me. Well, that was interesting. Like, subscribe, share, hit thumbs up. Oh, no! Leave a comment if you enjoyed that. Go check out the other videos. I got a haunted house releasing today. Oh, and the video for the haunted house didn't go last night because, like, I don't know, the migrants took up too much time and it was getting late.